Welcome, I'm Jane from Jane Designs, and I just want to show you my cheats way of doing this tent fold card. It was so very easy and I think the effect is quite pretty. So all I'm going to do is use my Sizzix machine and a large die. You can use whatever shape you want, doesn't matter. I just happen to have a crescent one. And I've taken a piece of cardstock and it's slightly bigger than what I need. And I'm just folding this in half. Use my bone folder for a nice crease. So if we were making a card, obviously this is your cutting edge, and we would bring it in from the edge and we'd have a fold because it wouldn't cut that part. So we're going to do a similar sort of thing, but all I'm going to do is fold this up about 2 centimetres and just crease it. So I have my folded edge and I folded it over again. And then all I'm going to do, this is going to be my top part, and I'm going to take this in. I don't know if you can see that, I won't run my finger because it can be sharp. That's the bottom edge of the die. And I'm just coming up 2 or 3 millimetres away from that so that this doesn't actually cut, but the rest of it will. So let me bring my machine in. This is the old original Sizzix, and I'm just going to put this through. Just make sure, yeah, that's there. It hasn't moved. And just going to bring this back in. So when you pull it out, you have this. So it's sort of cut on 3 sides and not one. So that's the original fold. So I'm going to take the outer one and just score it, and then that's the other one. I'm going to score that one as well, and the one that was in the middle I'm just going to bend the other way. So now you can see we've just made a mountain fold, flatten that out, and now we have your tent fold card. And you can see how that starts to take shape just like that, same way. So because I wanted an aperture and I'd use the crescent shaped die, I took one of the tag dies from my creative time to make an aperture, but you can use whatever you want. You don't have to make an aperture, but it's just nice so you can see more. So I'm just using a bit of washi tape just to hold that in place. Now, because this is a very old Sizzix machine, it doesn't come with a multi-platform, so I have to make my own configuration. So I've got the base plate, the adapter, and then my cutting plate. So I'm going to make the sandwiches as you normally would with whatever machine you're using. I cut up, which is why I've put that on there like that, and I'm just going to run this through now just to make the aperture. It's got a bit of a kick. So I'll move that out of the way and pull this through. There you go. And there's the bit that comes out, which you could use for doing your sentiment on the inside or the outside, whichever you'd like to do. But there we have the aperture. So then all I did, I cut some coloured card to come in for the back. Let me show you. Just so I had a wallpaper to what I was doing. Now with this, I like to emboss everything. So all I do, just run this front portion through my embossing folder. So again, I'm just going to bring in, just take my adapter plate off, bring my machine in again, and just going to run that through. I love a bit of embossing. The texture just becomes wonderful. So that's what I'm left with. And because this is white core stock, if I just run my sanding block just over it, you can see how it's taken that from ordinary to just a little bit special in no time at all. Now, for my finished one, all I did, I cut out Tim Holtz bird cage and bird just to sit behind, and literally just a case of bit of glue at the sides, and you need quite a strong glue, especially when you've just embossed it as well. So I want this hole here to match up with that hole there, so I can feed my ribbon or twine through it, because I decided to use twine to close it. But you could use a peg, you could staple it, you could do whatever you want. So all I've done, I've die cut the bird one side of brown, and that's only because my blue cardstock doesn't colour with the Pro Marker very well. Otherwise I'd have just done one cut and coloured the legs on the bird, but it didn't want to play. And now usually I'd ink all the edges, but I'm not going to bore you with all that at the same time. So I'm just going to glue my bird onto the brown there, and then all you do, you can put 3D foam on there and then just glue him on that side so he sits just like that. And that's literally all there is to it. Thank you for watching.